thought only a God could have. Could be someday not only play God, but be God. All new Through the Rumble with Morgan Freeman, Wednesday at 10 on Science.
This is a skull of Indri, the largest living lemur. This is the skull they found, a giant called Megalodarpus. For bone lengths, scientists estimate its weight at close to 200 pounds, over 10 times the weight of Indri. With its massive size, it would have been slow-moving and far too heavy to leap from branch to branch like its smaller cousins. Megalodarpus was still living alongside Indri until just a few hundred years ago. And then they disappeared. The loss of all giant lemur species coincides with the arrival of another mammal species from across the ocean. Humans arrived around 2,000 years ago and burned the forest to clear land for cultivation. As more and more habitat was lost, the large lemurs were the first to go as they depended on wider territory and more food. Today, 90% of the island's forests have gone, and some surviving species are under threat from continued habitat loss. On the western side of the island, baobab trees stand staunchly. They can withstand the catastrophe of fire due to their cork-like bark and ability to store moisture in their trunks. Any animal that partners with baobab trees is guaranteeing its future. At the beginning of the wet season, the smallest of the baobabs bursts into bloom with a most spectacular flower. In a sweet synchronization of coevolution, blooming takes place soon after mouse lemurs awaken from their 4-month hibernation. The flowers produce nectar, which attracts the hungry lemurs. It's likely these lemurs developed a taste for nectar while chasing insects on the flowers, and in the process, dipping their tongues into the blooms. It's an evolutionary partnership, where in return for the sugary feast, mouse lemurs have become major pollinators of these ancient baobabs. Millions of years of mutations have equipped Madagascar's evolutionary heroes with a range of astonishing abilities, which allow them to survive extreme climatic upheavals. The ultimate survival is the eye, a living link to the lemur's ancient past and its future. The eye-eye's youngster is learning that his specialized fingers are handy for scooping out sweet jackfruit flesh. Mother and son have been together for almost a year, and soon he will leave her to make his own way in the world. The morning shift takes over, and an Indri baby, which has been riding on his mother's back for the past 4 months, takes his first steps to independence. Stealing breakfast from his mom. He'll rely on her forest skills for another few months, and after that, he'll also make his own way in the forests of Madagascar. What kind of world do these young lemurs face? It's changing fast, and their future will be as challenging as that faced by their ancestors when they first arrived on Madagascar's shores. But evolution